the attention to detail. It's what defines a valued quality product. The human touch was once expected in society, yet today it's a luxury. And that's what this is. An institution with almost 100 years of history and with an enduring vision which values performance and innovation just as much as luxury. It's the perfect harmony of modern systems and technology interacting with generations of human skill. This is a look at how a legendary brand continues its life into the next century. This is Inside Bentley.
Can you go through the procedure when you first see a car, when it first gets in your hands, what's the first thing you do?
The first thing we do when it enters the station is, first of all, we have a spec check, which is, identifies to each vehicle, which has a VIN number on. So we type in the VIN number and it'll bring the spec up for that specific car, which we have to make sure that everything that is asking for that car matches. If it doesn't, then we obviously do not tick it, we turn it red, hence we then get a printout on the flags that identifies to somebody that needs to be looked at. Everything on the car has to be how the customer would expect it and how we, as selling cars at Bentley, expect them to leave the premises. So we would inspect a car, we would put everything on flags, what from a quality point of view we expect this car to leave to a customer right, with everything, all the work done. Until everything is done and it's been passed off by quality, then the car does not get sold and it doesn't leave the factory.
So how long do you have with each car to observe it, to make sure it's perfect?
On this particular process, we have an hour and a half. Here we'd be checking the gaps and the profile on the doors to make sure we have consistent gapping.
Okay.
We've got profiles where the style line meets all the way along the car. Also the profile here on the brightware, you see there's a slight profile mismatch there.
Got it.
So that would go onto flags. So we would ask, that isn't good enough, that's not how we...
I didn't even notice that's not very much.
It's not much, but again, attention to detail and quality, we've got to make sure that everything is perfect for the customer. So we do the whole exterior, also making sure as we touch and feel, everything works, everything is where it should be and it's fixed. It's even got the fixings in.
When it leaves here, where does it go? I see that there's like a final review process.
What we have here, this will then generate flags, what we've talked about, so all the defects will be logged. We'll then print them out, put them with the car. It'll move on to the next process, whereby these guys here, they do like a mechanical process. So they'll do electrics, check all the electrics are working. And again, anything that isn't right there, they will fix.
And it also goes on a road drive.
It also goes on a road drive, yeah, which we make sure that it, obviously, first and foremost, that it is safe to drive. And then we take it out. We listen for creaks, rattles, that type of thing, in case any loose objects have got inside the car. We will then flag that. That will get reworked, and then the car will then get retested to make sure everything's okay.
And every car takes the test track is just the local roads around Crewe.
It is, yes.
So every Bentley actually drives around Crewe before it ever goes to the customer.
Yeah. Every single one goes out for roughly 40 minutes, yeah, on a test drive. So we have another flags handset here.
Yeah.
So this is our, what we call our CP7 confirmation for quality. So this is a working line. So everything what's been worked on our quality station here now, we will go into flags, see what's been booked, what has been worked, and if the work is okay, then we will let the car move on to the next station. If it's not, then we ask that, can you have another look at it, because we don't think maybe it's good enough and we can do better. So from there, once we're happy again with all the work that's been done, we'll then let the car move on to the next process, whereby it will then go on to paint. So it won't leave this line now until all the work has been confirmed that it's okay from a quality point of view. So it comes into here, it's all cleaned then. The car is actually all cleaned off by our guys here.
Got it.
And then it goes into paint to have a full paint markup for damage. Because it's been on the road, you see, so it's probably covered in dust and stuff. So it's just a final wash down before it enters. This is now full CP8 light. This is our first paint inspection bay.
Okay.
So we'll do a full markup on the car. Again, very much attention to detail. And then once we've put everything on flags, it then moves on to the next station. Once we're happy that there's nothing outstanding on flags from a quality point of view on coach or paint, we can then let the car go on to this process, which is a valet process.
Got it.
So I'll have a full valet then before it goes for its final buy-off.
You know, from the time the car goes into this room, how long is it before it's signed off? The whole process?
It can take about anything between 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the level of work.
1 to 2 weeks per car. And it takes them less than that just to build it.
So then this is the valet process. So this one here is quality inspection final buy-off.
Okay.
So it comes into here and we should be able to go around the car and check, give it a full check of everything. Same as CP7, but we're doing paint as well.
Got it.
So
that's why you have the different light here.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we've got the different lighting, so we can check for shape, we can check for any defects in like colour deviation, which you do get, that type of thing with the paint. And it's just a full all-round check now. Anything still left to do on the car will get done at this station, and then it will have a full confirmation by one of our quality inspectors. Once we are happy, we will then sell a car, which
You're trying to do now.
Steve is trying to do now. That's the final process. The car has a bag, so it's all covered, it's all secure, it's free from, you know, it's got that protection on it so it doesn't get damaged.
Yeah.
And then that will then leave the building. That's one sold.
That's it? That's
Yeah,
the final product?
that's the final part,
Gift wrapped
yeah.
as